guys, my name is Chris. Thank you for purchasing Fit by Paul Carnazzo. Inside the packaging, you get 2 coins. You get a quarter and a nickel, and each one of them has a half moon cut out of it. This allows you to fit the coin through any ring. The nickel can go all the way down to a women's size 5, and the quarter can go all the way up to a men's size 12.5. I'm going to teach you how to perform the effect, how to disguise the half moon cutout, and how to get a borrowed coin in play. Let's get into it. The way the coins are cut should be a really smooth edge. If you happen to get one that's just a little bit rough, take a nail file just to make it smooth. That way, if you do borrow somebody's ring, you don't scratch it. So let's get into an obvious point. The quarter has a half moon cutout and it needs to be hidden at all times throughout the performance. I'll typically do this at the end just as a little bit of a confirmation of the coin is real. And the way to do that is you're really just twisting the coin between your thumb, index finger, and middle finger. It's really simple. You take your middle finger behind the quarter, you twist it like so, and you bring it back. Doing that, your middle finger and your index finger are always going to hide that half moon shape. Another option, which is a little bit more difficult, but I think it looks good, is instead of twisting it from side to side, you can twist it going like this, where you drop it down, like so. Your index finger covers it, and then you bring it back up. One more time, you drop it down, and bring it back up. So again, you are going to hold it, pinching it between your thumb and index finger. To twist it to the side, you bring your middle finger back, twist it like so, keeping the front view always restricted, like so. The other handling is you bring it down, cover, and bring it back up. Bring it down, cover, and up. This is the way that the basic handling looks of putting the coin through the ring. So you have a ring, whether it's borrowed or your own, and the gimmick coin. I'll do a display and show that the coin cannot go through the ring. After a few taps, I'll rub. I'll expose the half moon just a little bit. That way I can push it through. My left hand fingers cover the half moon shape. Do the display again. And then you can do the switch and hand the ungimmick coin right back to the spectator. So you saw the basic handling of how to put the coin through the ring. Let's get into how to get a borrowed coin into play. You ask to borrow a quarter, like so. And you hand out the ring to have it inspected to make sure there's nothing wrong with it. They inspect it, and you instruct them to squeeze it into their hand very tight. And in my performance, I'll typically tell them something about trying to heat up the coin to expand it, or the ring to expand it. And within that action, I've switched out the borrowed coin to the half moon. This is how it works. So to start off, you're going to need to have the gimmick coin in finger palm, like so. When you borrow the coin and you instruct the person to squeeze onto the ring, that action justifies you dropping the coin, squeezing onto it tight, and then pushing the coin that you have in finger palm up to your fingertips, putting you in the perfect position to do the display and to get into the effect, like so. Using a borrowed ring is great. I like to use my own ring because it provides a little bit of a benefit. You get to have them check out your ring, and most of the heat is going to be on this, and it gives you ample time to be able to switch in and out of the coins that you have. So I would prefer to just use a really regular looking silver gold ring that you know fits whatever coin you're going to try to put through, and I think it adds a benefit. You can also perform the effect without using a borrowed coin by just getting straight into it. You can show you have a quarter and a ring. You can show that it does not fit until you just rub it a little bit, and the coin will melt through the ring. You can immediately hand out the ring. You can do the switch here and hand out the coin, and you end clean. So to do this performance, what I do is I have the gimmick coin between my fingertips, the ring, and I have the ungimmick coin fingered palm just like this. So this way, you're able to have some angle where you can show like this. You do the effect, you put the coin through the ring, you hand out the ring, And then to do the switch, you simply just drop this and you take this into view and you're good to go. So let's talk about a few presentation ideas. You saw in the trailer the way that I do it. When I hand them the ring and I do my switch, I have them imagine that the ring is getting warmer in their hand and expanding. And that's the reason that the coin is now able to fit through the ring. What you can do is you can do the switch with the coin, hand it back to them, have them try, and now you're ready and all set to redo the switch to perform it again. Kind of like a no bounce, bounce, no bounce, no bounce, bounce, bouncing, no bouncing. So anyway guys, this is a very simple classic trick. It's really easy to carry on at all times. I usually carry the gimmick quarter and another quarter that matches, along with a nickel and a nickel that matches if I want to borrow a woman's ring, and I just keep it in my little coin pocket in my jeans. I always have my ring so that way I know that I have a ring that will fit perfectly. I'm sure you guys will come up with some really cool performance types, different visuals to make the coin go through the ring, and have fun with it. Put it through the ring. Yeah. And you'll find something out is that the quarter is actually bigger than the ring, so it's impossible, right?
Try to get it to go through the ring?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Don't tell me you're gonna make a trick where it goes. It can't go through.
It can't go through. You keep onto the ring. I want you to take that ring and I want you to hold it really tight in your hands. Squeeze. Really, really tight. And I want you to imagine that that ring is actually getting a little bit bigger. Now I'm going to imagine that this quarter is getting smaller, and I want you to imagine that that ring is getting just a little bit bigger. Okay? I'll take this. And you just checked, it did not fit through, right? Since you held it in your hand and thought that it was getting a little bit bigger. Does it fit?
No.